Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim. This is Vehicle Evolution, and we're continuing our series on the top things you should be doing to your car. And today we're going to talk about appearance mods. So let's just get right into it. There are a whole bunch of things that you can do to your car to make it look better. I mean, depending on the type of car you have, it may look awesome right from the factory, but a lot of us that are car enthusiasts tend to like to do added things to our car. If you didn't check out my previous video on the top performance mods, check that out. The link is in the description below and probably a card up here to click on, but check that out because that's going to have all the things that really you should, kind of your start out stuff for performance. But for appearance, this is going to be my own personal thing that that I would say I would tend to do to a car regardless of which kind of car I had. And the first thing that I would do is tint the windows. I mean, don't go all like total illegal tint. You don't want to get yourself too much more attention than what you really want, and not the wrong kind of attention. So I would tint your windows. If nothing else, it makes your car look cool, but it also will help with temperature inside the car. I mean, my car is black on black inside, and having the tinted windows helps quite a bit. So first thing I would do, spend a couple $100, tint your windows. Now next up, I'm a big fan of wings on cars, especially sports cars. So every sports car I've ever had, if it didn't come with a factory spoiler, I put one on. This car actually didn't come with the factory spoiler, and I know some people love the Genesis without the spoiler. I just don't, and I'm not opposed to the duckbill, but I'm not a huge duckbill fan. So I actually went with the OEM track spoiler, and I actually get a lot of comments about it. A lot of people ask me through my videos which spoiler it is. It is just the OEM track spoiler, but it totally changes the back end of the car and gives it that little bit more sporty, aggressive look. So if you don't have anything on the back of your car, go for it. You can go big wing, you can go little wing, you can go duckbill, whatever it might be, but it really does set the car off. So some kind of a spoiler. Now next up, I would say I would look at some kind of ground effect, arrow if you will, for the bottom of your car. Not only does it set the car off and make it look different, it also makes the car look a little bit lower, and I guess depending on the type of car you have and the type of add-ons that you do, it may actually have a little bit more of a performance gain for you. I can't say that mine does anything except make it look better. So I would look at maybe a front lip, I would look at maybe side skirts, and then some kind of a rear diffuser. So those three things really do help add to the overall look of the car. My car looks totally different from a stock one just from those added components, and they weren't expensive. I mean, I spent for all three pieces maybe $300 for everything, and it really does change the appearance of the car. So some kind of ground effect setup is what I would look at. Now moving right along kind of to the back of the car, depending on the model that you have, let's say if it's a Genesis, and especially if it's a first generation BK1 Genesis, I would definitely look at upgrading your taillights. The BK2 LED taillights are better, and they're actually pretty nice, but there's a lot available in the aftermarket world for taillights, and these are the Spec-D sequential taillights, and they're pretty cool. If you didn't see my last video on the Audi mod that I did to it, check that out. The link is down below. It's a very quick and easy mod to even make just an aftermarket tail light look a little bit better. So tail lights are something that I would do as well. You can also look at your headlights. Now I have the factory headlights on mine, but I open them up and I black them out. So there's a lot you can do to change the appearance of even just the factory headlights, but generally your lighting might be something that you want to do. And whether you're upgrading from HIDs or halogens to LEDs, that's also something that might be worthwhile to do, especially on your headlights. Alright, so we're going to go a little bit crazier here with some things, and actually ones that I haven't done to this car. One of them I've actually really given some serious thought to, and that's a body kit. And I was looking at one, I almost pulled the trigger on it, and painting is something that I generally don't do myself, and it was going to cost more to paint the body kit than it would actually buy the body kit. And at the time I just wanted to put the money into other things, so I ended up doing the vented carbon fiber hood instead. But a body kit sometime down the road, and depending on whether you do a regular body kit or a wide body kit, that's your preference, but you know, that's something that will totally change the appearance of your car and make it unique to you, and which is something I think a lot of us do. When it comes to the appearance of the cars, we're trying to make it unique to us so that it doesn't look like everything else out there on the road. So alright, so last and certainly not least, and again, one of the things I haven't done to this car, but I have actually changed them a little bit, I would say, is going to be wheels. And wheels will be coming to my car probably in the spring, but with the winter here now, it doesn't make sense to put new wheels on it and have to spend money for performance tires just to not have them on the car. So in the spring I'll be doing my wheels, but I would say wheels is going to be not only a appearance mod but also a performance mod for you, depending on the size you do, like I mentioned in my last video. But what I did with mine, and it's a like a $30 modification, is to plasti dip them. I don't like the silver wheels, especially with it being a black car. The black on black just looks it looks badass, to be honest with you. So whether you paint them, plasti dip them, do whatever, doing something to your wheels will make it even that much more unique to you. So new wheels or plasti dip wheels or powder coated wheels, something is what I would do next. Now the nice thing about the automotive world is there is a whole slew of aftermarket stuff available for these cars and other cars, so you're not locked into just the ones that I talked about. There's all kinds of other modifications you can do. There's all kinds of simple modifications you can do that don't cost much money, like debadging your car, changing the wheel hub center caps, things like that are very quick. You can do wraps to the outside of the car, whether it's just certain components, like I have a carbon fiber wrap on my front grille, things like that just change it and make it more you. So again, this is just a short kind of to get started list, but there's all kinds of stuff out there available for the cars. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. More good stuff is going to be coming down the road. And that's all for me for now, guys. Till next time, take it easy.